Welcome back to my channel for the love of organizing. I'm Laura and I share my tips on creating an inspired home and life you'll love with budget-friendly finds. I recently gave 3 thrifted items simple makeovers and put them to use as craft supply organizers. Let's get started. First up, this 6-drawer organizer was in great shape structurally. I picked it up for just a few dollars at Goodwill. And no surprise here, I gave it 2 good coats of chalk paint, which I gravitate towards since it doesn't require sanding or priming. Now, I didn't paint the inside of the drawers, but you certainly could. Chalk paint dries rather quickly, which is also really nice. I then brought in my favorite metallic paint, and it just so happened that the washi tape I had worked perfectly to block out a striped pattern. I removed the tiny knobs and painted the drawer fronts in the metallic paint. And you may recognize this paint from my $5 Goodwill challenge. I picked it up from Joann Crafts for just a few dollars. Then it was time to slowly remove the tape before the metallic paint dried. And as the stripes were drying, I decided to give the top of the piece 2 coats of the copper paint as well. I took this little set outside to try to give you a better idea of the beautiful dimension that the paint gives off. And here it is at home in my office/creative space. The drawers are the perfect size for storing my washi tape and alcohol inks. And just an organizing tip that has helped me tremendously is to limit the amount of space that you allot to any one collection. So for example, I have 4 drawers for the washi tape here, around 20 washi tapes, which is more than enough. And doing something like this really helps to keep your collection under control. Moving on to the second transformation. This little mail organizer was just the right size to house blank cards, envelopes, and craft paper for card making, which is something that I really enjoy. I used that same ivory chalk paint, 2 coats, and then added the metallic paint on the drawer fronts and along the edges for a little contrast. Get as creative as you would like. Since I have artwork and books on the shelves where these will be going, I decided to keep them a little bit more minimalistic. After it was dry, I brought in 2 sizes of blank cards and envelopes along with gift tags and extra supplies and stamps there in the drawers below. Again, this is plenty for me to work with, and it helps me to limit how many new supplies I bring into the space. Lastly, and perhaps the most functional of the pieces, is this garden caddy. It's getting a fresh look and will house my acrylic paints. I picked this up on a different day from a different thrift store, but it does seem to be in the same collection as the mail organizer. It was under $2. Empty, and here it is filled with acrylic paints. And here's the after with everything in one place.